Hi, welcome to the Autopilot at Work. Today I'm going to build an automation using UiPath Studio to download images from WhatsApp. This is a request from one of the subscribers, so today I'm going to show you how. Let's get right into it. To download WhatsApp images, we need to go to the web version of WhatsApp. You can see I'm automatically connected, but if this is your first time signing into the desktop version of WhatsApp, you will be asked to scan the QR codes using your WhatsApp mobile app. This is to link your desktop device with your phone, but you only need to do it for the first time. Once you have linked them, you'll be automatically signed in like me. So before we start creating sequence in UiPath to automate the download process in WhatsApp, let's look at how we would normally download an image from a chat without the automation. So what I would normally do if I want to download an image from one of the chats, I would find the person. I can search the name of the person in the search bar, and then I'll click on the chat, and then if I want to find all the images that person have sent to me or I have sent to them, I'll click on the profile details, the image of the person, and there will be a pop-up on the right hand side where you can see media, links, and docs. This is where you can find all the images you guys have been sharing to each other. And what I would normally do is to click on one of the images, and then on the top you will see a download button. So I'll click on it, and then the download will just automatically happen. So what we want to do is to simulate these steps, these manual steps in UiPath using UiPath activities. Let's open UiPath Studio. The first activity of the sequence would be opening up a browser and start typing the web address of WhatsApp. So the activity I'm going to drop in is open browser. You can see the open browser is not available here because this is the modern experience design. It has a different activity for opening up browser. So I would use the classic version of UI automation. To get the classic version, you need to click on the funnel icon on top and then select show classic. Once it is selected, the classic version will be available to you. So under classic, there's a UI automation, and under browser, there's an open browser activity for you to use. Just drop the activity here and then enter the web address of WhatsApp. So the next step would be typing the name of the chat within the search box. So the next activity I would use is type into. Since we're using classic version, we need to use all the activities under classic. So I'll select type into here. And before that, I just want to make sure the browser that we're going to use So the browser type I'm gonna use is Microsoft Edge, but you can use any other browser type as long as the UiPath extension is installed in your browser. So the next thing is to select the element. So select the search box and then you can type in the chat name that you want to search. So for example, if I type in, the search result will show up. The next thing, without using the mouse or anything, I'll use the keyboard and I will use the down on the keyboard to select the chat that I want to download the images from. So the next activity would be hotkey, because I want to use the down arrow on my keyboard. So hotkey, so send hotkey. Again, I want to select the search box again, and then I'll use the down key. The next step is to click on the profile photo of the person, of the chat. So we need the click activity. And then indicate the elements within browser. Once the photo is clicked, the pop-up on the right hand side would show up, and then the next link we want to click on is media, links, and docs. So we need another click activity. So once this link is clicked, you will see all your photos within the media, and then the next thing is to click on one of the image. So we need another click again. So once we click on the image, what we're going to do is to have a while loop to loop through the process of clicking the download buttons, and then after downloading it, click on the arrow for previous images and just keep doing it until we finish all the images. How we know it is finished is that you can see at the end of the images, the previous arrow will be disabled. This is how we know this is the end of our download. There's no more images. Let's go back to UiPath Studio. The next activity is the while loop. The condition now set a variable code count. Control K to set variable. The variable type should be integer, and then the default value I'll put as 1. And then the condition will be any number of images you want to download. I'll keep it to 10 for me because I don't have many images. And then the next activity would be getting the attributes of this previous arrow. So if you right click on it and inspect the elements, you will see if this arrow is disabled, we'll have this area disabled equals to true. So we want to get these attributes in UiPath. So next activity will use get attributes from the classic. So indicate element. And then we want to make sure the correct selector is being used. Just open in UI Explorer and make sure the attributes is available in the Property Explorer. If it's not, you just need to try to go up a level to the parent and just try to find the attributes in the Property Explorer. Since this is available, it means that the elements is correct. And the attribute should be available here. So click on the drop down, we should find area disable. And then what we need to do is to save this attribute to a variable. I will name this arrow disabled. So Control K, and then I'll set this as a string. The next activity is to check if this variable is equals to false. So that means we want to continue if the arrow is not disabled. So if it's equals to false, then we will click on the download button. we'll click on this download button. Then when it is downloaded, we'll want to move to the next image. So we'll click on the previous icon. So if, let's say, this is the first image, we'll click on the download button, we'll click on previous, and then we will continue downloading it until the conditions of arrow disable is not equals to false. So that means if it's true, means it's the last image, then we'll download the last image. Put this outside of the while loop because we still want to download the last image. We don't want to stop before downloading the very last one. So I'll just have it outside of the while loop. Oh, I've duplicated the run activity. Oops. Let's undo it. Move this down. And then the other assignment is to have incremental count. So we assign count +1. So we'll keep looping it until the count is less than 10. So we'll stop once the count is more than 10. Okay, seems to be right. Let's check if this works. I'll close it. Okay, we have a problem here. The last image is not downloaded, so we need to move this activity one level up. It needs to be sitting within the while loop. Let's try again. Cool, voila. All images have been downloaded, and this is the last image, so you can see the cursor doesn't move to the download, and because the conditions of our area disabled equals to false is not satisfied. So this is how you could automate the image download process in WhatsApp. Obviously, you could adjust the workflow to suit your needs. You could download from multiple chats, but today I'm just showing you how to do it from one chat, and I hope you find this useful. Let me know if you have any questions, or let me know if you have any more of this sort of request. I would try to make a video to answer some of the questions you have, or some of the automation requests you wanna see on the channel. Just let me know. Please like or subscribe. See you next time. Bye.